I'm sure that there are some of you, and maybe many of you, that have achieved some great feats in your life, some accomplishments and successes over time that you're very, very proud of. And even your family is proud of those things that you've accomplished. I'm one of those individuals. When I look back on my past, I say, wow, I can't believe that so many years have passed that I was actually in the United States Army and also in the Reserve. And even looking back on my earlier career in the martial arts, and I'm still a martial artist today, all of the competitions that I was in and when I first began at the age of 10 years old, and all of the people that I have taught and so forth. I know that you are and have some similar experiences of things that you've done, maybe track, building track, gymnastics, maybe cheerleading if you're a young lady or even a guy, maybe singing, maybe playing other sports, football in high school and college, baseball, little league, basketball, golf, whatever, swimming. It could have been anything. It could have been that you had a nice career many years ago and you're older and you're retired now. But ladies and gentlemen, yesterday is gone. Yesteryears are gone. Those are wonderful accomplishments and things that we can look back on. But what are you doing today? Have you given up on your hopes? Have you given up on your dreams? Do you still even have dreams? Do you still dream? Do you still imagine being somewhere else in the next short term, maybe 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, depending on how old you are? But the sky's the limit, as they say. Do you still dream? Because yesterday and all of the years that have passed and all of the accomplishments that you have had many years ago, no one cares but you. Honestly, because those were your successes. Could have been a marriage, and maybe your loved one has passed on, and you said, boy, those were wonderful years, are the best years of my life. It could have been another relationship similar to that. Could have just been a boyfriend, girlfriend, or even a close friend that you knew throughout childhood that passed away over the years. But that's done. That's behind you. We can still relish in those thoughts of things of the past. But I'm talking about where your heart is today. Because those personal memories are just simply those. They are our personal memories because they involved us. Even though many others may have been involved, but they involve us. They are our own life's experiences and life's accomplishments. So what I'm asking you today is, are you still dreaming? I'm being honest with you. Is it too late for you to dream? Is it too late for you to aspire still to something great or to greatness? Have you given up? You shouldn't. You'll hear me say this probably numerous times. You may even get tired of me. But I'm 61 and going. Still going. I haven't given up on my future because my future is 10 minutes from now, an hour from now, a day, a week, a month, a year, 2 years, however long I'll be here. That's my future. I haven't given up on that time beyond what I'm saying to you right now. That's the future. I'm still planning, still hoping, still preparing for the next adventure, so to speak. But are you? And what I'm saying in essence is this, as it relates to me. I haven't sat down in the easy chair, propped my feet up and say, I've done all I could do. I can do no more. Don't have a desire to do anymore. I've never said that, and I'm not going to say that as long as I have breath in my body. Because your accomplishments in the past are in the past and no one else cares but us. How often do you carry your trophies and your awards and certifications around with you? No, you don't. Oftentimes we put them away in a book. They may be hanging on the wall or sitting on a mantle or packed away somewhere doesn't mean that you were not there. Does not mean that you did not accomplish those things. You know what you've done. But what are you doing right now? Have you sat down and said, well, I'm tired, or I'm retiring, or I have retired, gained some weight, maybe your health is not so good, not up to par anymore. How much of that is your invention? How much of that is caused by you? What I'm trying to do is inspire you to continue to be great. I'm trying to inspire you to continue to be you, the you that you were years ago, even though you may have slowed down some, maybe even quite a bit. But don't lose sight of who you are. If you were great then, and I will say great because you're all great in my eyes. If you were great then, 10 years ago, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you're still great. That's all I'm saying. But you have to believe that you are. Never give up on tomorrow's possibilities. Hello. So, I just wanted to encourage you, as I'm encouraging myself saying this to you. We have to walk as if today is our last day, and be the best, the very best version of us today as we possibly can, each and every day. Seriously, you can do it. So when was the last time, if you're a person who was an athlete, let's say, when was the last time you got out and took a brisk walk? When was the last time you revisited your past successes and brought it into the present and said, you know what, I think I'll go out and take a swim. I think I'll go out and do a little bit more fishing. I used to be an avid fisherman at one time. Have you thought about doing it again? Maybe you just don't feel like getting the gear out or going to purchase gear if you don't have any anymore. You'd be surprised. What if you have children that are small, or maybe even grandchildren? Do you think that would be a good family outing to go and say, well, come with granddad or grandma. Let's go out to the lake. Let's go fish. Or I'm going to teach you how to fish. The things that you used to do, don't sweep them away. If you used to be a person, let's say like I am, in the karate or the martial arts, you used to be an avid participant, and you don't go anymore at all, and your trophies are dusty. It could have been basketball, it could have been football, whatever. Go out to a game sometimes. Go out to a karate tournament sometimes. Look up your local one or one that's close to you and go out and visit. Don't let the flame go out in your life. You know, I heard an expression many years ago that I often refer to. And it's just simply this. Better is the end of a thing than its beginning. Yes. And that works twofold. First of all, if we're talking in terms of, let's say, getting a bad start in life, and you went through some tumultuous times, you were having problems with school as a child, a teenager, and even an older person, you're having personal problems with family members or relationships and so forth, or you didn't do too good and maybe you had a jail record. Maybe you went to jail for stealing or something like that, and you may have been locked up for some period of time and you're back out. So what? That's behind you, right? What about today? Today can be better. You can have a better day today and a better day tomorrow, because tomorrow is gone. You follow? That's one side you can look at. Or, as I was alluding to early on about your successes. So, do you want to be that person who has achieved all of these great things in your past and to just give up on it in the future? You know, for example, there are ball players, and I've heard someone make reference of this recently. There are ball players who were at the height of their game many, many years ago when they played semi-professional, and even professional ball, for example. And you know what? After they stop playing, they let their whole bodies go to pot. They gained weight. Some of them became obese. They began to have all of these health issues. They're now extremely out of shape. Diabetes, heart problems. I'm not talking about things that just come on you just because you're getting older. I'm talking about things that you can control because you stopped doing the thing that you loved. I'm not saying go back and play full court basketball anymore. I'm not saying go back and try to get back on the football field anymore. What I'm saying is that you lost the zeal for what you always loved and was passionate for. And altogether you just quit completely because you thought that you had to retire or you had to stop completely. Maybe not completely. Still participate. So what I'm saying is this. Make sure that your end is better than your beginning. However your beginning was. If it was bad or if it was good, just make sure that when we have come to the end of our lives and that final door is going to shut, that our end is much better than our beginning. I hope that this meant something to you. I hope that you could glean something from what I was saying that will inspire you today to not give up on yourself, because you are loved. In order for you to be loved, you got to love yourself first. Hello. I'll talk to you in the next video. Hopefully it will be insightful. Hopefully it will be one to edify you in some form or another. Until then, this is Brother Teacher. I'm out.